Shefsky here. Welcome to Fantasy House. You like Adventure Time? Yeah, I know you do. You like MTV Cribs? Who doesn't? Well, guess what? You're going to love Fantasy House. Every week, my special guest walks us through their imaginary fantasy house. It's one of my favorite things to do. I look forward to it. You're getting a guided tour through people's most creative inventions. I mean, it's so great. This week, my guest is one of my best friends, and he is a play-by-play commentator on the Clash Royale video game series, because apparently video games are like sports now, where they have play-by-play. He's like the Dana White of video games right now. Is that the right? He's like the Joe Rogan of video games right now, and maybe one day he'll be the Dana White of video games. He's just killing it. He's a sweetheart. I call him my Viking Jew, my baby Slay. He's my co-host of my true crime comedy podcast, CRiiiME. Rich Slaton. He's my guest this week. I've been so excited. This is the biggest anticipation. This is what people have been messaging me, asking me, like, well, when's Slaton going to do a fantasy house? This is the fantasy house with Slaton. Okay? You like houses out in the woods, out in the middle of nowhere? You like fly fishing? You like giant TVs that scale up or down depending on how many people are watching it with you? How about bathrooms with weird ways to poop? Oh, then this episode is for you. Now, in the great words of the great Angelo Bowers, let us do this!
Won't you take it all around over to love your fantasy house? Your host with the most experience guest in your fantasy house. Get all the money for expensive construction. The only limit is your imagination.
My fantasy house is in Montana.
Montana.
The mountains of Montana.
Ooh, the mountains of Montana. Mm-hmm. What season am I coming to visit your fantasy house?
Summer. Summers there are very pleasant.
Because what? All the grass and the tree, everything's bloomed and happy. And
spring is where late spring or early summer is where all the blooming is. But by the midsummer, where it's a nice 80 degrees all the time.
80-degree Montana.
The river and the creeks have all come down. Like when in the springtime, they're too full with the runoff from the mountains from the snow.
Yeah.
By that time, they've come down, so you can fly fish.
Oh, yeah.
Because the fish can't see the flies when the creek's too muddy.
Yeah.
So by the time the water recedes a little bit, it calms down. Now the fish can see the flies. They're like, damn, I'm hungry because I didn't eat all winter or whatever because I couldn't see any fucking flies. And now I can eat.
Are you fly fishing as I'm walking up the entranceway to your house? Are you like?
I'm always fly fishing.
You're always fly.
That's what I'm doing right now.
It's like that always be closing thing.
Yeah.
But it's always fly fishing.
Yeah, 100%.
Always be fly fishing.
Fly fishing is the best kind of fishing because it's an actual like competition. You're hunting the fish. Other fishing, you just like sit there and go like, well, I hope a fish bites this thing.
I mean, that's fun though. You drink a beer and have a conversation.
Yeah, but that's not fishing.
You feel
that's
it tugging.
doing that kind of fishing. Other fishing,
yeah.
Fishing is just the excuse to be drinking beer and hanging out. It's like you could be doing anything, but fishing's what you're doing.
But you chose to be doing fishing.
Fly fishing is an activity that you're actively attempting to catch a fish rather than hope a fish bites your hook at some point.
Well, you're a very condescending angler.
Yeah, every other fishing is bullshit.
You just alienated yourself from the entire
deep sea
community.
fishing. You know what? Deep sea fishing, bass fishing, and fly fishing, the three kinds of fishing that matter. Every other put a bobber in a lake and hope a trout bites it. Go fuck yourself.
So, your fantasy house is.
Is this different from a normal fantasy house episode?
No, this is great. Your fantasy house is in the beautiful lush hills of Montana.
The Bear
in the
Trap
summertime.
Mountains of Montana.
What does it look like as I'm walking up to it? Like, give me the set and setting of your actual fantasy house, like
you
aesthetically.
can't see it as you're walking up to it, and that's one of the great parts about the house.
It's a mystery. Was it camouflaged?
The house blends fantastically into the woods.
Okay, and what's the purpose of that? What's the benefit of your house blending into the woods?
Well, because I don't want some asshole who's out there hiking or hunting.
So how do you know? Like, what am I walking up to come to the front door?
You don't come to the forest. You don't come to the front door.
Okay, so I walked into the forest. How do you know I'm here to visit you?
Because I have cameras everywhere, obviously.
You creepy Montana man.
Well, no, it's actually...
You can't see my house. Oh, I'm watching everything in the forest.
The cameras are actually mostly to monitor the house when I'm gone.
Okay.
To make sure that, no one's robbing the place because they've somehow stumbled upon it, which they couldn't.
You've obviously had this critique before. Good save.
But also, it's mostly for wildlife watching because we are in one of the most lush wildlife, and there's bears, there's deer, there's rabbits. Like, there's a bunch of shit you can look at and be like, dope, right? So there's antelope.
So you have like
whitetail
you
antelope.
have like a bat cave, but all the screens are just watching a BBC, a Planet Earth, basically.
Essentially.
I like
Which
that.
why wouldn't it be this? And it's all remotely accessible, of course. I can be, for example, we could be here. I could pull up my phone. And I could be like, dude, look at this bear in my front yard. And there you go.
But without having to get up, because you're just like, let's just eat chicken tortilla soup and watch it on the screen.
I'm on keto right now. No tortillas.
But you could have chicken tortilla soup without the tortilla, and everything else is keto.
Then it's chicken soup with no tortillas in it.
No, you get the spiciness, you get the sour cream in there, you get all the seasoning.
So you're having like a Mexican style chicken soup, but there's no tortilla in it.
See?
So it's not tortilla soup. By definition, it's not tortilla soup. Like, it's impossible for it to be tortilla soup. Like, okay, if I'm like, hey, we're having brisket, you're like, what's in it? No beef. Like, where have we hit brisket then? You know what I'm saying?
So where's the entrance of this house?
The entrance is actually located inside the house rather than outside the house. There are exits, but there are no entrances.
Well, how
Check this out.
am I getting to your house?
Because the house, the doorways in and out, portals.
Okay.
It's a portal. So there's one doorway in the center of the home, right, that you can walk through to go anywhere. And if you have the key, which I reserve for myself and for a very select few.
Okay. I obviously am one of the people.
Of course not.
Okay.
You could, with the key, you can open up a portal anywhere and enter back into the house.
Okay.
Now, there are exits from the home. There are doorways to exit the home, but they are one way. They are not in and out. They are only out. This is the most secure, but also relaxing home.
What if you get yourself locked out? You don't have your key, and you're like, crap. I'm one of those exit portals.
Well, first of all, the key's built in. Like it's an implant.
Is it in your genitals?
God, now I have to move it. That's so frustrating. I guess I'll put it. I can't tell where I'm gonna put it, but now I have to move it.
Your key slot is a fleshlight in the door.
No,
That's how you get in the house.
No, it's you double tap it and it opens up the portal and you walk through. Boom, you're in the center. You're already. And here's the thing: is you walk in to the center of the home, to where everyone, a home. Like, I'm a big open floor plan kind of guy. I want people to be around each other.
Me too. Hashtag HGTV, bro.
When you walk in right into into everything and everyone. You walk into family.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's no entrance hall you have to or hallways to go down. You walk in, you're in the center of the home. Everything is spoked off the center too. Like the kitchen, the living room, dining room, all that is centralized around the entrance, which is you remember watch 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Right? So the obelisk,
yeah,
that's the entrance in the center, and when you turn it on and off, the obelisk turns into the portal.
Yeah.
Boom, in and out.
So that's how I got into your house right now? I'm like,
yes, but I keyed it to let you in.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I also have a key. Thank you.
Never.
All right. I'm stopped by all the time.
Holy shit.
Unannounced.
There's a reason why I have both cameras and no doors in.
A lot of late nights. Shefsky here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. So
now, here the important thing about this.
Yeah.
There is a stoop.
Okay.
There is a stoop because every house needs a stoop.
You gotta have a stoop.
A stoop's a great place to have a beer.
Have a beer.
Smoke a cigarette.
Smoke a joint.
Spliff.
Yep, smoke a spliff.
I'm moving over to spliffs now because it seems more appropriate to smoke a little bit of tobacco now that I'm living out in the woods.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And
it's a nice high, too.
And it also has a balcony. But
Okay.
both that balcony and the stoop are within the confines. They open up to the air from the inside, but not from the outside. You see what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah, it's sort of like my one-way doors.
Mm-hmm.
These also, it's like you go out in the balcony and you are outside overlooking the valley behind my house in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
The creek that runs through it. There's some other beautiful features we're going to get to, just so you know.
Yeah.
But the outside isn't looking in at you.
Because it's invisible. You can't. The outside can't see in you.
Yes, and it's also, how it's not it's not a screened-in porch.
Yeah.
But it has the effect of that because of the force fields, obviously.
Force fields. You super techie. Welcome to Mindfuck Manor. Are you inside? Are you outside?
You asked for a fantasy house.
I love it.
And I can't wait till this is reality.
I'm just riffing. Okay, so what's it look like in here? So I'm inside. I came in through the portal up in the center of the house. What does it look like?
It's appropriate for the setting, first of all.
Okay.
Right. So it's a lot of rich wood tones. Right. It's built in a log cabin style, but it's grand.
Yeah.
Right. So this grand central area, you come into essentially like a recessed octagon.
Okay.
I had to get a little bit of mixed martial arts moved in.
Of course,
there,
I want this to be your personality.
You come into in sort of a recessed octagon.
Yeah.
That's floored in like a soapstone, like a dark soapstone.
Yeah.
Right. And then from there, the house spokes out into different sections, but they all come through the entrance and exit of the home.
Like the hub is the center of this house. Everything comes out first.
Now, directly off the hub, the closest part to it is the kitchen. So this house goes into wings, right? One wing when you're in the center of the home, one hub is the living wing, right? So it's the kitchen that's flanked by the dining area and the living congregating area.
Yeah.
Right? And then another wing is the master bedroom area. Another wing is the guest bedroom area.
Yep.
Right? And then another wing is the utility area, which has all the different fun rooms. The important thing, though, is the master bedroom and the other bedrooms are separate. Like it's the 4 quadrants.
Yep.
So the 2 bedrooms are opposite quadrants, the bedroom areas, and then the center of the home and the utility area, those are also opposite quadrants. This is your tour. Where do you want to go next?
Oh, thank you. Well, I'd just like to use the restroom real quick. I just got here.
Okay, so this is complicated.
The guest bathroom is complicated?
It's a little challenging.
Okay.
Because
I'm up for the challenge.
Well,
I've got to pee, so I'm willing to do what it takes.
To create the level of comfort and reclusiveness that I want, the guest bathroom, only accessible by the portal. Because it's in your house. Get the fuck out of my house. You don't get the shit at my home.
You don't have a guest bathroom in your house?
No, there are
fucking weird asshole.
There are plenty of guest bathrooms.
Oh, okay. I swear I thought you.
The question is which guest bathroom?
Just think we don't have time to do all your guest bathrooms. We got to leave something for next episode. Let's go to one guest bathroom right now.
Okay, so there is a bathroom off of the family room area.
Okay.
That's the most public one, though.
Okay.
Right. So it's only a half bath. There's no shower in there. There's a toilet, a sink, so on and so forth.
What's it look like? The tile, the walls, the theme, the colors,
here's the thing.
smells.
It's because I want you to have an experience at this home. It's all like a ropes course, right? So
the restroom is?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have a shower in there, but it's big enough for a ropes course?
Well, it's like a miniature ropes course because you don't sit to shit.
That's a great rhyme right there.
You float, right?
What does that mean?
Well, you get into it's a series of ropes, like a ropes course, that then holds you in the air, and then the trap.
Like you're suspended?
Yeah, you're suspended.
How do you put the rope? Does someone have to help you get into the ropes?
I mean, like only if you're a child who has nobody to operate.
So if I have
ropes.
to go take a bathroom break, I have to go in there and basically strap into it.
Well, no, you go. It's very simple because you go and you stand. You put your feet on 2 spots.
Yep.
And then you press the button, and the ropes lift up and lift you into shitting position. I mean, the only challenge of this is that you have to shit naked. Like you had, I mean, or at least pants. You have to take your pants and shoes all the way off.
I'm willing to get fully naked to take it.
And then once you rise, the trap door comes out, and now you are just pooping directly down an open chute.
How do you wipe when you're all strapped up, hanging from something?
Wipe? What are you, an animal? You're using paper or leaves? Get the fuck out of here, man! You know what? No guest bathroom. You're portaling back to your house now.
Well,
now that I know what a savage
how does
you
one
are.
clean themselves? Do you just have a bidet?
It's like you could call it a bidet, but a bidet would be undervaluing the level of cleanliness that's occurring here. Because remember, you are suspended. Part of the advantage of suspension is that your butt cheeks are never touching and smearing everything together. Right? So when you are finished,
the ropes are holding your body so that your butt's spread open to poop.
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, they're ropes is not an example. The best way. It's more like canvas straps.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because you don't want it to like chafe and stuff like that.
Of course not.
Obviously,
I think we all can agree on that. It's common ground.
So it's a series of it's an articulating arm that comes out, sprays, and then dries, and that's it, and you're good.
And then it puts you back down again after the trap door closes, and you're like, all right, I'll be on with my day.
Yeah. Man, it's a wonderful. Dude,
what kind of lighting do you have in there?
I mean, it's just a floor lamp from IKEA. It's not that exciting.
Oh, dude,
I spent so much money.
The extremes.
I spent so much money.
I'm a very simple man, you see.
No, here's
just a pedestal.
The budget for this guest bathroom went all into
fully dumped.
It all went into the strap system, so I have nothing left. This is where I ran out, was on lighting for this room.
Well, the kitchen was nice, or the bathroom was nice. Let's go to the kitchen.
So here's the thing, right? What is the best feature in any kitchen? What is the feature that makes a kitchen feel like a place to congregate?
A good island with seating?
A good island with seating, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's better than a good island with seating?
2 good islands with
There
seating?
you go. See, you are so on it. This kitchen actually is what we call a double kitchen.
Okay.
Everything is double.
Double
2 fridges, 2 ovens, 2 stoves, 2 dishwashers, 2 trash compactors, 2 blenders, 2 espresso machines.
I love
2
it.
coffee makers.
Dueling espresso machines.
Whatever you want, it's double. Now, the kitchen doesn't feel like it's double because it's not created symmetrically. The things are kind of like they're created in a way that has a natural flow, but not one that makes it feel like it was all designed to be a mirror image of itself. But most importantly, there are 2 islands. One island is this is where the mail gets left and a laptop is out island.
Yeah.
You know that one? The island that like you really can't, you have to clean off to like do anything with.
Yeah.
Now you don't because you have that
You
island
planned it to be that island.
just for that island.
Yep.
Is just for like, I'm here to be around you, but I have to answer some emails.
Yep.
Right?
It's for the
And
the busy person.
Exactly.
Busy person island.
And then there's the other island, which is the like, hey, it's 6 p.m. We have dinner in 45 minutes, but we're all here we're going to gather in the kitchen and have a couple of cocktails first
Yeah.
and chat.
Oh, that sounds great.
There might be a little plate out with some cheese or some fruit and stuff like that.
What kind of cheese would you have out?
Brie. Only brie.
You love brie.
I mean, I don't love brie. I like brie, but
What's your favorite one that you'd have out? If you were choosing it for you.
I'd have some very old Munster. Not like store-bought Munster, but the kind of Munster where you're like, fuck, this is Munster?
It's like, oh, it doesn't even taste like the Munster that you're used to.
It's beyond. Yes. It's Batman Beyond Munster.
Okay. And what
So-
kind of drink would we have?
Well, for me, a Mexican martini.
Okay, what is that? That sounds like a sexual move.
Yes. On top of being a sexual move, it is also like the easy way to explain it is like a margarita with olive juice, but it's a more complex drink than that. But like if a place doesn't know what a Mexican martini is, because most places in the country won't,
leave.
they'll know in Texas a lot. They'll know what a Mexican martini is.
They'll know in Texas.
Exactly.
Tell
But
them
most
that.
places won't know what it is. Just go like, give me a margarita with some olive juice in it, and that'll be
okay,
close.
weirdo.
That'll be close.
Okay.
But yeah, the double everything kitchen. That's what I'm all about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
But here's the weird part about it: only 2 forks, only 2 plates.
Oh,
only
the
2,
Larry David
everything-
keeping it all clean.
Everything's 2.
Okay.
So the things that you want only are in 2s.
What
The
if there's
things,
3 people?
bring your own shit, dude. Portal home, get your own plates.
You really are into sending people through that portal.
I mean, it's a port. Wouldn't you? If you came to this house, wouldn't the first thing you'd do be like, bro, can we like just portal for like an hour and a half right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd even hang out in the house for that long. I'd just be like, let's just use the portal.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as cool as the house is, I want a portal to like. I don't even know where I want a portal to.
Everywhere,
I'd
Tokyo.
probably chill out in the living room and try to figure it out a bunch, and then I'd be like, I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah, or no, what you do is you just portal to other parts of the house.
Lazy portal user.
But that's
you lazy portal
here's the great
user.
part, right? Like, say you have to really say like you have an oncoming. This is an emergency shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you're in the kitchen,
That happens to me.
and you're like,
I just had a
okay,
cocktail, I had some
it is
old Munster cheese.
It is 12 steps. I mean, it's not just 12. It's more like 45 steps. It's 45 steps
Okay.
to the portal, right? But it's 46 steps to the guest bathroom.
You're doing the math.
Boom, you hit the portal, you're in the guest bathroom already.
One step easier.
You're floating over a trapdoor, taking a shit.
One step beyond. What's the like the countertops on the islands? What are they made out of?
It's a dense but non-porous stone.
Okay.
It's not granite because granite's done.
You
right?
just feel like granite's everywhere, anyways.
It's like a dark. It's a blue that's so deep it's almost gray.
Ooh, you could get like a quartz that does that. There's some really cool like blue quartz stuff that I've seen.
Mine's more like a matte finish.
Okay. All right. All right. And what color is the cabinetry and the
Dark wood.
Dark wood.
Dark wood.
What about the floor?
not dark wood. Not like where you're like, is this almost black? No, but it's like it's not cherry. It's like that deep woods brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the flooring?
I mean, you don't want to go with tile in the kitchen.
No.
In my opinion, right?
Unless you could. There's really cool Spanish tiles that are like they have a lot of texture and they're like thick
but
and
you
like
don't
bulbous.
want. But you don't want texture in the kitchen because it's cleaning. That's a
more
nightmare.
it's more stuff to clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this, for me, the kitchen area, I like to go a little more industrial here. So this is all poured concrete,
Oh, okay.
but the heating system I have is like the hot water that continuously flows through the floor.
Yeah.
Which the nice part about this heating system, right, is not only does it keep the floors warm all the time, but when you want to shower, since there's already hot water going through the pipes to keep everything warm,
Yeah.
boom, shower's already instantly hot.
You just turn it on. You're like, and here we go with the
Boom.
perfect temperature. Oh,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I know. I know. I think of everything.
You really do. How's the lighting in there? What do you have? Anything cool? Just like white ceilings with recessed? Or
I
do you
have
something.
I have some bad news. Lighting was the one place where the budget went into so many features in this house.
Oh, Your lighting sucks throughout this whole house. It's like this house has portals, dude. That's the most amazing toilet anyone's ever. I don't even know if the toilet uses you in this house, but you have crappy lighting.
No, it's actually just it's 2 Target desk lamps that are pointed opposite each other, kind of like spotlights.
This is hilarious.
It's hard to cook in there, but it's fun to hang out in.
Asshole. Okay, the kitchen is badass. What do you have for a fridge?
It's 2 fridges, first of all. So a fridge.
What's the fridge look like? I mean, describe it. Is it like one of those
it's
large stainless steel Viking? Is it a classic 1950s fridge? Is it like what do you have?
We're first of all, we're in the mountains, so a classic 1950s fridge would not fit here at all.
Okay.
What's nice about these fridges is that the doors are just whatchamacallits. What are they? The thing I have outside on the balcony. Force fields. They're just force fields, right? So they can look however you want. They can change because it's just a holographic image.
Yeah.
So if you're like, you know what?
How do you have them today while I'm here?
It could be. It's really about you. So for me, I'm like, you know what? Shefsky's here. So let's just make sure that the fridge doors are like a solid plaid, like a nice earthy plaid.
Okay.
It's just something that matches your personality.
Set the fridge to Kurt Cobain.
Yes, exactly. But what's nice about the fridge, right, is that when you walk up, if you are when you put your eyes onto the fridge and like really look at it, if you keep your eyes on that for more than like a second and a half, it goes transparent. Now you can see what's in the fridge without opening the doors.
Wait, does the fridge know that you're looking at it? So
yeah, because the fridge can sense how long your eyes are staying on the fridge doors. So if your eyes are kind of like passing over the fridge doors, that's one thing. But if your eyes are like staying on the fridge doors, now
does your fridge ever go, "Stop looking at me, stop staring"?
No, the fridge doesn't talk.
Okay.
Other items do. The fridge doesn't, though.
Okay.
But no, so the fridge, when you look at it long enough, it goes transparent. You can see what's in it without opening it. Yeah. And then there's no door to open. You just reach through whenever you want, and the force field makes room for your hand.
Does it make a sound or anything like that? Is it safe? Like
it's absolutely safe, unless I don't want it to be.
I was gonna say you don't. Yeah, I don't.
So here's the fun part about it.
You trick me so much. I'm like, you would trick me, wouldn't you? You'd make me reach into something that's dangerous.
I could trap your hand if I want to, or I could have it cut your hand off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't.
You freaking psycho.
But I could. The technology's there. I'm not saying that I would do it. I'm just saying like if the technology was misapplied, it could trap or cut off your hand.
Being a violent prankster that you are, and having a house where I'm going to be hanging over your toilet with ropes, it's really a weird combo of trust that I need to have to just even hang out with you.
Yeah,
you freaking.
I know that's the fun part.
You frat boy with too much technology. It's terrifying.
Where are we going next?
Let's go to the garage.
Oh man. Dude,
what?
You think there's a garage in this house?
Well, how can you not have a garage? You gotta have a place. Don't you want to have some sort of cool vehicles?
Why would I have a vehicle in here when I have a fucking portal?
Sometimes you gotta just hop in the Civic and go to the grocery store.
No, everything's delivered through the portal.
So you never go to the grocery store again?
I mean, why would
Aren't you gonna miss going grocery shopping?
No.
You don't like it?
No, I don't want to do any errands.
I always end up like meeting like old, like probably like 55 to 75, no, probably closer to 75-year-old ladies at the grocery store, like in the cheese section.
Is this
like,
how you admit you're having an affair? Is you're like, I've been banging 75-year-old ladies on the side because they know what good cheese is like.
I love old ladies. Because I don't know, both my grandmas have always been good to me. And like, there's something about old ladies that I just absolutely love. And I feel comfortable with them. And for some reason, I meet them at grocery stores. I don't like keep in touch with all of them and like we hang out. I'm just saying,
I want to go grocery shopping, if I'm like, you know what?
Aren't you going to miss it if you don't get to go meet the 75-year-old ladies?
If I go grocery shopping, I can.
Okay.
But I don't have to anymore.
Okay. I like that though, that you have the freedom. It's just that if it becomes so easy that you can't go or you don't need to go grocery shopping, part of your brain, the practical side that says, well, why even bother, might take the part of your heart away that says, well, I still just want to meet these random ladies when we're just looking at cheese.
Yeah, but I have a portal. I can meet anybody anywhere I want.
But there's something magical about just meeting old ladies while looking at cheese.
Yeah, and I can go look at cheese whenever I want. But I can go look at cheese and be like, yeah, but I'm not going to buy it because I don't need to right now. You know what I'm saying? I can just go for a cheese-looking excursion.
Cheese. I'm just saying, yeah, I didn't even say
that's what I'm saying. But there's no garage because I don't need. I neither need nor want vehicles because whenever I want to go anywhere, I can just portal home, then portal out.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, well, that was the garage.
I don't want to own or drive or fly or operate any vehicle ever again. And this is
what if like the power's out and you can't use your portal and you're like,
why would the power be out?
Hop inside the Tacoma to just go down to the Sprouts and grab some turkey breast.
The high yield plutonium that I have buried deep underground to power this house, it's got a half-life of like 30,000 years.
Okay.
So I have no issue with power, man. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I will never have a power outage.
All right. Well.
And if I do, if there were a problem just as a backup, I'm on the public power utility. I don't trust private power companies, but public power utility, yeah, I'm there.
You're there.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I love it.
Garage.
A nice little social commentary there. With
Oh,
your
that's so
politics.
2019 of you.
Wait, what year is? It's 2019 that I'm visiting your house, though.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
I haven't invented the portal yet. It's only going to be at least 3 or 4 more years before this place is ready.
This episode is me right now, right by your birthday.
I'm telling you when this house will be ready. It's about 3 or 4 years from now.
How are we here then?
Because we're taking a tour in the future. Obviously, my portal's it's a time machine too.
In the future, baby. Can we go to the backyard?
I mean,
I don't even have a backyard because why would I have a backyard when I don't have cars to drive in my backyard like a normal person, Shefsky?
no. Well, first of all, my backyard is the world.
Well, that's
You know
a
what I'm talking
very,
about?
very
Well, we're in
internet
Montana.
meme thing to say.
So you could call it a backyard, but my backyard is the open wilderness of Montana. So there's a creek that runs through it,
Oh, I love that.
right? There's a small pond that kind of like stops in the middle of the creek.
Yeah.
The creek goes in and out of it.
Yeah.
There's some various meadows and hills. There is, of course, 2 different 18-hole disc golf courses.
2 golf courses.
Disc
golf
golf courses. I designed them both.
Oh, yeah. What's different about them?
Well, one of them is designed more for casual play, so it's something that like you could come play with me.
Another one is disc golf to the death.
Yes. The other one is filled with deadly traps. And you have to fight a bear on the 18th hole. No, the other one of them is a pro level course.
Okay.
That really requires you have some skill and arm strength.
For a non-disc golf player, it's really funny to hear someone say, "No, it's a pro level disc golf."
One of them is a next level. Like, you're rarely driving under 300. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one is like, the holes range from like 120 to 280, and it's more accessible for guests and visitors.
So that's where I'd play.
Yeah.
Would you be mad if I went to the pro level one, even though I don't know how to disc golf
I mean,
at all?
the round would take so fucking long. You'd probably lose your disc 4 times. It'd be really annoying. Now I have disc finding robots.
I was just gonna say you have to have some technology that'll.
Yeah, I have disc finding robots, so it's not that big of a deal. But it would be like, now I have to call them out and be like, okay, robots, come here. He threw his fucking disc into the bushes again. And
I tell the robots.
I have to just make the robots.
Just
hang
tell
out
the
with you
robots
just
Shefsky's
to
here. They
follow
love
you
me
the entire time. It's just so much extra. It's like I know I have a never-ending source of power, but it's just sort of like
Never-ending source of power.
why am I wasting it? Yeah. So 2 disc golf courses. 2 disc golf courses.
Okay.
A very beautiful outdoor fire pit
Nice.
with a built-in. It looks like it's just from the rocks, but it's actually a built-in barbecue.
Ooh.
Like yeah.
Is there going to be food on it for us? Like, what are we eating? What's good?
picanha?
What's picanha?
It's that spit roasted beef, like Brazilian steak with the
Tons of flavor.
It's like the brisket of Brazil,
Oh yeah.
but it's saltier.
Oh yeah, tons of
Less
flavor,
barbecue
salty.
saucy.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
When meat's so good that you don't need to put anything on
That's
it.
what's up, bro.
And you're just like its own juice is enough to. Oh.
There's a nice like there's a nice long covered seating area, kind of like an outdoor. It's not like a barn, but you ever seen like a Western outdoor covered area? Open air, lots of
Yeah.
long
Oh,
picnic
yeah.
table type stuff. Yeah.
That's definitely a great way to hang out outside and feel like you've got some form of shelter, but you're enjoying the fresh air.
And then there are a
openness.
bunch of secret like rock or tree groves that are all you'd be wandering around following what you thought was like maybe a deer path. You don't know. Next thing you know, boom, you're in a grove of trees, and there's seating. There's seating there, and hidden in one of the trees is a cooler. A nice little well-powered fridge, because that's not even a tree, bro. That's a fake tree that's so real you couldn't tell the difference.
You weirdo.
And there's a fridge inside
What's
of
in
it.
there?
Beer.
It's just filled with beer.
Yeah. I mean, that one is if you want to go to the beer grove. There's the wine grove. There's the whiskey grove.
Ooh, I'll go to the whiskey grove.
There's a cigar. It's a rock grove because we don't want to have cigars near all the trees.
You've got that covered.
But it's a series of. But here's the thing: is if you were just walking out there on your own, you wouldn't know. Like you couldn't really find them. Even you couldn't find anyone on my property anyway because of all the security.
Yeah.
But even if you were walking through there, you wouldn't know the grove. You might be like, oh, there's some seating here. That's neat. But you wouldn't know that there's a rock that's actually a fridge with a beautiful selection of cigar. Oh, that's how the rock is actually where all the cigars are.
So there's
it's
a humidor in there?
You wouldn't know about my rock humidor.
So I got to walk all the way to the whiskey grove to get my whiskey, then back to the humidor rock.
No, we have whiskey. I mean, you should because it's good to stretch your legs anyway and get some
good for you.
outdoors.
You know what?
But
You're
no,
right.
but there's whiskey. Not the same selection there is in the whiskey grove. But there's a
Whiskey?
good selection in the cigar rock.
Oh, okay,
rock
perfect.
garden. Yeah.
So if we go back to the house now,
Okay.
where should we go? Should we go to the master bedroom?
We can.
Should we go to? Did you have any other like? Where do you want to go? You tell me.
Well, we've already done we haven't even finished the family room, the family wing.
Let's go back to the family wing then.
All right, so you have the kitchen, obviously the beautiful double everything kitchen.
Yep.
And then in the family wing, we have a couple different sections for it, right? Of course, we have the kitchen. On one side of the kitchen is the dining area. It's a dining area. What's nice about it is the table is ever expanding. So the table can come down to be a table that comfortably seats 4 people, or it can expand to seat 12 people or 18 people.
That's huge expansion.
Yeah, it's great because it's
So
a
nanotech.
yeah, of course. You think that I have a port out of nanotechnology?
That's a good point.
Yeah, obviously.
What do you even need a table for? You just like have some sort of like thing that floats in the air and just puts the food in your
No,
mouth.
because a table creates a sense of community when you're
It does.
eating, right?
I was
you
just
need,
testing you.
need a table.
No, it's a great idea.
Now, all the food can come up through the center of the table, so you don't have to like clear. You don't have to bring or clear dishes. You're in the kitchen. Great thing about the island, right? You finish cooking all the meals. You put it in the center of the island. Button goes down, comes up on the table.
It's like a lazy Susan dumbwaiter combined. A dumb waiting lazy Susan.
Yeah, a dumb Susan.
Of super high tech.
It's a dumb Susan.
It's a dumb
great.
Susan.
Yeah. So that's the dining area side, right?
Okay.
And then on the other side, you have like the living room, family room area. So the family room area is a series of different like ornate chairs and couches you can just sit and laze in and read and chat and whatever. But then the living room area is all about TV. And here's what's great about the TV, right? We talk about all these things that can change and adapt to the situation.
Yeah.
The TV is also adapting to the number of people. If you're one person watching TV by yourself, you don't want to watch on an 85-inch screen. That's too much TV for one person.
It's too intense.
You want 45 inches.
Okay.
Well, the screen can down to 45 inches for you watching by yourself. But now you have 12 people over. You're watching the big game. You're watching a movie that you BitTorrented because even though you have this expensive house, you can't afford to pay for the Blu-ray.
Because you spent all the money on the house.
You ran out at the lighting, right? So you have this movie, you're playing that on, now it expands, and this is a 120-inch screen for the 12 of you.
That's awesome.
Isn't it great?
You go from a personal TV to a movie theater.
The thing about this house is it reacts to you from the refrigerator doors to the to the dining table to the TV. It reacts to the experience, and it cultivates the experience for the people. And that's the same thing why we have so many different groves. I forgot about the porn grove.
What'd you just say?
I forgot about the porn grove.
Did you spell that out?
The porn
Like pornography?
pornography grove.
Porn grove?
Yeah, because since we're out in the woods, right?
Yeah.
You have to have a bunch of porn magazines on the floor of the woods somewhere. And look,
dude.
here's the thing: is when you walk out of that. Here's the thing about this house, right? This house responds to your needs.
Yeah.
So you walk out of the house and you're like, man, I could really use a cigar. Your feet will find the cigar garden, the rock garden, right?
Yeah.
If you walk out of the house with a boner, you will stumble on some magazines.
The boner will point you in the right direction.
100%,
Just
dude.
follow the boner.
This house is again about customizing the experience to the visitor.
What's the water stick that those guys have? That's like a stick that like points towards the water underground.
It's exactly.
but it's your boner, and
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
like
Porn grove.
Pointing.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like suddenly you don't know what makes you go to a certain direction,
Yeah.
right? What it really is a series of smells. It's inputs that create. You think you're like, I'm going to go that way, but really a series of inputs tell you where you're going to go if you're just
Your
wandering.
subconscious is leading you, but like
Exactly.
there's something
so
leaving trail.
This grove is designed. I mean, this you call it a yard, but really this wilderness, this semi-wilderness, because it's been cultivated by me. This semi-wilderness is designed to read what you're looking for, the experiences you want, and put inputs that lead you the direction you want to go.
Oh,
right?
it's great.
Yeah. So smells, sounds, lighting, whatever it is, it kind of adjusts those things, adjusts the way you perceive those things at least. So if you're feeling like a cigar, the smell, the slight smell of Cuban tobacco will draw you to the rock garden, right? If you're feeling like a beer, right, you'll feel that direction is just a little bit cooler. You'll go, I kind of want to go get a refreshing beer. If you want to beat off, just the slight hint of pussy will drift in over the airwaves.
What if you're not into pussy? What if you're a gay dude? What if you're a woman that wants to masturbate? And so
women don't beat off to magazines in the woods, Jonathan David Shefsky.
Well, they should.
There are plenty of nice guest rooms with comfortable sheets and that are
Friendly female porn.
Exactly. Yeah, there's plenty
Romantic porn.
If you are a woman, now look, if you're a woman who
people
wants
come
to
in all
jill
shapes
off,
and sizes.
if you want to go jill off in the woods, be my guest.
Yeah, there are girls that want to jill off the same as guys. They watch the kind of porn that guys see. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, here's the
We've
thing: is pulling that thing out in the woods. The danger of attracting bears is so much higher.
For a woman?
Yeah, unbelievably higher. So
had no idea.
I would suggest you use one of the guest bedrooms for satisfying those needs.
Okay. I'll pass
Sorry,
that on.
Mom.
Sorry, Mom. I'll pass that on to all the ladies I know.
Yeah, all the single ladies. All the
Single ladies. As I'm telling them, like, oh, Slaton's house, it's right over there. And hint, if you wanted to beat off. And they'd be like, what? I'd be like, I guess this is too soon to tell you that. Slaton's house is right over
This is
there.
a weird conversation.
Yeah, just have a good time at his house.
So yeah, so the living room area is designed around that experience. Of course, you have the same situation with the chairs you sit in. They can combine to single or to love seats or to larger couches, depending on how you want it to work out. Like the arms can go down, it connects, or they can go up and separate.
So you have a lot of adaptive nanotechnology.
This whole thing's about adaptivity.
It's kind of blown my mind that there's just so many different things that you can just. This will just adjust to you.
Yeah.
I always thought like you're just sitting down on your couch and being like, it's going to adjust to like how I want to sit and support me in the right ways because it's just every little particle is just working in sync to just.
Now
make a cool chair. It's so cool.
Here's a secret that's kind of gross, but also kind of genius. Right?
I feel like that's kind of you, right?
You can go to the closest bathroom, which is the suspension bathroom.
Yeah, but I have to try that at least once, right?
It's right. I mean, yeah, of course
have to try it.
You have to try it out. But
That's what I'll tell people if they're coming to your house. I'll be like, hey, make sure you try this suspension
say you're
bathroom.
watching a live sporting event and you don't want to get to go to the bathroom, right?
This is going to get weird.
You know how like in space they just put a thing on their junk and it takes everything away?
You have that at your house?
I have built into all the seating in the room.
But you'd have to pull your pants down still.
I mean, surreptitiously.
That'd be kind of awkward though.
Yeah.
If I'm standing next to you or sitting next to you, I'm like, I'll just pull my pants down. No, I'll just walk over to the bathroom. You're like, no, stay here in the seat.
And make eye contact with me. Hold my hand. I just removed the armrest. We are now in a love seat rather than two chairs.
It's so weird. Oh my God, you're a freak.
So let's go. Want to go to the master bedroom?
Yeah. Take me to the master bedroom.
It's about 400 square feet. Has a nice queen size bed. It's a place to put your head down. What else do you need?
This is very simple.
Very simple.
Very basic.
Very simple. The master bathroom is out of this fucking world.
Let's go to the master
is an
bedroom.
entire Japanese onsen.
What is that?
Like a Japanese bathhouse with multiple different indoor and outdoor pools and baths.
What?
Steam. There's a bath. It's the half bath where you lie down flat on your back and the bottom, like your back and that part is in the hot water and your front is out of the water.
What?
There's full immersion baths where you can stand all the way full upright with jets that massage all parts of your body.
Oh, I'm going to that.
Yeah,
That's for me right there.
There's obviously a steam room for a schwitz.
Yeah.
You have to be able to have a schwitz, right?
Yep, you have to.
And a sauna, of
It's
course.
so healthy.
Yeah.
Every time they do research on it, they're like, yep, it's good for you.
Go ahead and do it.
Schwitz your life longer. Extend your life by schwitzing. Which is Yiddish for...
fucking.
It's for sweating. To
Oh,
schwitz.
man, I can't believe I got that one wrong.
I'm going to have to edit that out. This is a clean podcast.
Yeah, it is?
No.
We've nailed it.
So
here's the thing about this. So for me, there is a nice contained double shower-headed shower for if Mrs. Slaton and I want to have a nice shower or something.
Yeah.
But really what this is the master bedroom is small. It's a small contained. I don't want to sleep in a big room. I want to sleep in a small room, right? I want it to be kind of compact.
You feel the coziness you like of
Exactly.
it? Yeah.
But it's the master suite that makes everything, right? So you have a nice huge walk-in closet that's double leveled, so clothes can be stored here and stored height above you and come down, which is very nice.
What's it look like in there? What's the design?
But we're still in the bathroom part.
Oh, okay. I thought you were taking me there right now. Okay. Yeah.
No,
we're still in the bathroom.
so in the bathroom part, but the bathroom is an expanse. I mean, the bathroom is probably about, I want to say, 4,000 square feet.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's
That is
so
the
many
size
different,
of many houses.
Yeah, it's so many different pools and spas and there's stand-up showers, there's sit-down showers.
Did you say shit down shower?
I did, but I meant to say sit-down showers. If you've ever been to a Japanese bathhouse,
With you, I didn't know if that was some sort of weird invention, a shit down shower.
there's also, you can exit. So there's a few outdoor pools that are both designed to be more modern. We know with like rock tile,
Yeah.
and that are designed to feel like hot springs.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a wide selection.
Being in hot water out in nature and hot springs is
100%. It's beautiful. And then in the closet area,
which is where you generally are, right?
yeah, I'm in the closet all the time, 100% of the time. So the closet area, but my favorite feature about it is the built-in tailor, right? Because you and I are both people who fluctuate with our size. Mm-hmm. 1 week the pants fit great, the next week they don't fit as great.
Yeah, a couple
It's
too
just-
many trips to the Korean barbecue, and now I can't wear my jeans.
You know, you've had one too many times to the beer grove and not enough times to the porn grove, and you just you've had more input than output.
Yep.
And there you go. So it has a built-in tailor where you walk in, you stand there for a second, and it scans your body. And then when you're selecting your clothes, it's actually already pre-altering them so that when your favorite t-shirt comes out, it's still your favorite t-shirt, but it fits just a little bit better.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
it always fits perfect.
It always fits perfectly.
Even if you were like a carb tard all winter, you're like, it still fits me good now.
Yep.
I thought I gained a bunch of weight.
100%.
The secret, you did gain a bunch of weight, but your clothes
But the
fit you
clothes,
perfect.
yeah. So like you're heavy now, but you're like you still look good because your
great.
clothes fit right.
That's great.
And you feel good because your clothes fit right.
Do you have any kind of technology that can just zap away my love handles?
No, I'm not. I'm not a magician. What do you think? Technology's come this far? That,
Did you have so much nanotechnology? You can't just help me just feel a little better about myself, give me a little plastic surgery while I'm
no,
here?
I can portal you to a plastic surgeon.
You asshole. Oh, dude. Okay, where do you want to take me next?
We can go to the utility section.
Let's go to the utility
Because we're
section.
going in a circle of the house, right?
Okay,
The
yeah.
utility section is where all the different
What's
areas-
left? Utility section
and the guest section.
and the guest section.
The guest
Okay,
section,
let's
the
do it.
guest / family, kids, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Section, right. The utility section. When I call it utility, that's not a fun word, but the utility section does have some things that are both for utility and some things that are for fun.
Okay.
Right. So
Fun could be considered utility to certain
exactly. So
personality types.
there is of course the full gym.
Okay.
And it has there is a basic gym. And not talking like a basketball style gym, but that gym automatically converts to whatever you feel like playing. You want to play some basketball? Basketball hoops come in. You don't want
Ice hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. It just sprays a layer of water across, frees it up, boom. You're playing ice hockey, indoor ice hockey. Isn't that nice, dude?
so fun.
If you want to play some volleyball, poles come up, net goes across, whoosh, you're playing volleyball. You want to play badminton? The volleyball net just shrinks down to badminton size.
Indoor go-karting. Go-kart
Yeah.
racing.
100%.
Mario Kart themed.
Yeah,
What? I want to play Mario
Nanotech,
Kart so
bro.
bad in like real life.
they do that actually in Japan. They do Mario Kart tours where you dress up like Mario Kart characters and drive go karts around Tokyo. I've seen it. Like I saw like
we
five
actually
of those
had them
tours.
in Hollywood. I saw them on the
nice.
on the Hollywood Boulevard once.
Yeah, so again, it's all about the customization, right?
Yeah.
So if it detects you wearing basketball shoes when you walk in, it already has a basketball court. If you come out of the if it sees in the locker room, oh hey, you're changing, you're putting skates
So
on.
I need to wear ice skates into your house.
No, we have a series of locker rooms.
What if I wore the ice skates, but I was trying to like trick it into something else? Like I was like, I don't want to do ice hockey. Let's see what the computer does, and try to still wear my skates.
It'd probably go with curling, and be like you're
You're
poorly
a
dressed for this,
douchey
but-
curler.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna wear ice skates while curling.
That makes
Sure,
no sense. You're
go
supposed to wear
for it.
those super shoes.
But yeah, but it would let me do it.
And then there is you can't. I mean, look, the customization is optional. It can turn into a weight room, but more appropriate, it turns into a stim room. So you don't have to actually do any weightlifting. It just does electro stim to maintain all your muscle mass.
Does that really work?
I have no idea, but this one will. Wow. Yeah, I know, right?
So you could be lazy and
It can also turn into a pool.
I like that.
Yeah, basically, it's like it's a gym that reconstitutes itself based on what you want. Now, all of this technology is based off of one very basic idea, which is the next room over in the same wing of the house,
All right, let's go.
which is the holodeck. Which, if you're a Star Trek fan, you know all about
the holodeck.
You know
I
all
always
about
want a holodeck. Yeah,
right?
I still want one.
So
I'm working on it.
The dedicated gym is essentially a holodeck,
Okay.
but this is a separate holodeck that isn't designed because you might have people over who like want to go play basketball and some people who want to like be pirates in 15th century Spain, right?
I just want to be a shoemaker in 15th century Spain.
That sounds a lot of fun. Yeah, you can do that.
Just eat tapas.
You also be a shoemaker
mind
in
my own business.
2019. I'll just send you over to my factory in Taiwan, which is how I'm paying for this house, by the way.
You evil.
You're a little old. You're a little
evil
old for the
man.
workforce, but it's fine.
You're a dark capitalist.
You're a little old by about 16 to 22 years.
No morals, but
but-
very creative.
Yeah, of course. So this section, of course, has all the normal amenities you would hope for people to enjoy in a home.
Yeah.
It also has a fantastic gamer room.
Okay.
Right. So
Why would I even need a gamer room when I've got a holodeck and a gym that?
because maybe you like playing NFL Blitz and you don't want to, you don't feel like being a spaceman fighting against aliens in real life. Maybe you want to hold a controller and play some Tecmo Bowl.
Good
You like
answer.
the old school.
Good answer, Slaton.
Exactly. That's what I have is good answers.
I like that.
So that's, I mean, that the utility
Is
section.
that a candy bar? Like I got like you have a little bag of good answers. I
yeah,
got
yeah.
one.
Hell yeah, dude.
It sounds tasty.
So I mean, that's I mean, there's a lot of other sort of like the utility section because of the hollow technology can kind of adjust itself based on what your needs are. But again, that's the whole idea of this home. But now we move into the guest section,
Okay.
and the guest
It's
section,
like the final section of the home, right? The guest section.
it's the final.
The final section.
It's a youth hostel because don't overstay your welcome.
Just a boring like oh dude. It's so
There are
funny.
rooms with 4 bunk beds. You can sleep 8. There's one communal bathroom.
That's it.
It's one of those ones. The showers you have to like press the button, and then it like goes for like 30 seconds. You have to press it again to keep showering.
Is there like a front desk where like people have to check in and like there's kind of like that like the adult there that
No, because I don't want anyone in my house to like. I don't want
Oh,
to
I
have some
see, okay.
stranger in there like dealing with stuff.
I love the high level of technology you have juxtaposed with like just the municipal style like
I like having guests, but I don't like having guests for a long time.
like a hostel that's just like really interesting paint colors. Well, it's a hostel, you know. What do you have? What kind of hotel has lockers?
Yeah, the beds. Yeah,
it's just like
the beds are all the beds all have red sheets for some reason.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Man, there's a portal in this house and a half burnt out IKEA light. It's just
I mean, well, all the lights, dude.
I love it.
It's where the budget ran out because I spent so much money on making this hostel. Like, it's clean.
yeah.
It's the cleanest hostel you've been in.
Yeah.
But you're sleeping top bunk probably. Probably. Sorry if you have bad knees or whatever, but you're sleeping top bunk.
Sorry, knees.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
What's your so in this house? What's your favorite thing to do? Like when you're like, I have a day off.
Portal.
Where?
Anywhere, dude. That's the beauty. See, your
Let's
imagination
say you're
is
off
so
tomorrow.
small.
It's not so small. How dare you? Let's say you're off. Let's say you're off tomorrow.
We're
and you're like, I'm
portaling
gonna
to
portal.
Finland.
And where in Finland? Like, what are you gonna do when you get there?
Reykjavik's in Iceland. We're portaling to Finland to the Supercell headquarters, so I can go and meet the people who make those fun games that I work for.
That's awesome.
Play some Brawl Stars, play some Clash Royale.
So like, let's say
It's very cold.
If I'm still staying at your house though that day, and I'm not staying in a fucking hostel, I'm staying in the like on the floor in your master bedroom with you.
Definitely not.
And
100%.
I am.
I bet it's a hostel mostly so that
I already
you
unpacked
only
my
visit
sleeping
and not
bag.
stay.
Where am I going to portal to with you if I like after we go to?
Look, why would anyone like? No one needs to stay over. That's the reason why it's a hostel section is so people aren't enticed to stay over too long, and also because you can portal anytime.
I'm living at your house. I'm one of the residents now.
No, you have your own. There's a Shefsky Grove.
All my other guests, I'm
You're
very,
outside.
I'm very professional with, but you, I'm like, no, this is my house too, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Lady baby, I'm here.
I just key
living
the
with
portal to whenever you try to portal to my
You
house.
do not change the portal keys on me.
Whenever you try to portal to my house, it just sends you to a favela every single time.
Favela for this fella?
Yep.
I live in this cool freaking house, dude. Your house is awesome. If you could have like one person throughout history, like of all time, like come to the house and give them like a nice afternoon hang out with you, who would it be? That's my Larry King question.
That's your Larry King question. One person throughout all of history.
Yeah.
A person from throughout history who I would have over. You know what? William Wallace.
William Wallace.
Just because I want to. First of all, I want to see how big he actually was. Because I went to Stirling in Scotland.
Yep.
And climbed the Tower of Stirling. At the top of it, they have a sword that they say was William Wallace's sword.
And it's huge.
That was so big that like you'd have to be about 6'5" or 6'8" to wield it. And like, who was that big in the 12th century? You know what I'm talking about?
William Wallace.
That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe that's why he became the leader that he became, was because he immediately, aesthetically, as soon as you saw him, you're like, that guy's in command.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm curious about. So yeah, William Wallace. Also, he'd be fun to drink with probably. I mean, he'd probably get a little preachy at the end. You know,
Probably
like
blows mine with a portal though, right?
after a few whiskeys, after like 43 whiskeys, because he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Right? He's Scottish. He can drink. But after like enough whiskeys, he's like, and another thing about the English. And you're like, Jesus, come on, man. Can we just talk football or something?
Come on, Billy Wall.
Come on, Billy boy. Let's just relax a little bit.
Billy boy. Oh,
We
dude.
can watch Adventure Time. I don't care, man. Just anything. I don't care about you've been ranting about the English for 45 minutes, dude. You know what? Fuck that. I don't want William Wallace in my house. Now that I realize that what he would do, get out of my house, man. Which is why I have the hostels. So no one, I mean, he'd find that comfortable because he's
Put
just sleeping
William
in like,
Wallace in a freaking hostel like a traveling teenager in Europe.
No, but I couldn't because he'd probably, first of all, I mean, the beds are too small for him, obviously.
Exactly.
But secondly, he'd probably be like, even with these two small beds, it's better than the rocks and or straw I've slept on most of my life. So I'm happy to stay here. So yeah, no, William Wallace can't come in. Sorry.
Where can people find you?
Well, they can't because there's no entrances to my house.
I mean, like, where can our listeners find you?
You can find me on all social things at Rich Slaton, Twitter, Instagram. If you're a gamer, you can go on twitch.tv/Rich Slaton, and I do streams for various games, in particular Brawl Stars and Clash Royale.
Yeah.
Season 2 of Clash Royale League should be starting mid-May, so if you want to watch that, check it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much where you can find me now.
Dude, thank you so much for having us in your house. Hashtag blessed guest.
Oh my God.
What a time it was.
Hashtag there's a reason there's no doors into my home.
You asshole. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Do me a favor, click the share button on this thing. Leave a 5-star review. Write something fun. We just got another new review today. I love reading them. Eventually, I'll read them on an episode. Thank you guys so much for sharing this and writing reviews. And be good. Have a good time. You can follow me on Instagram at JONSHEFSKY. Why? Because I freaking love you guys.
That whole thing was the Instagram account. So don't stop at the first Y. Continue along.
I've told them that before.
With everything else.
I've said that before. Like, it's just at John Shefsky. And then the Y part, I added that in. Peace out, Shefsky out. Peace out, Shefsky out. Hashtag blessed guest.